Hello, hello. Adrian, Allison, Shoshana, hi. Susanna, Christine, Janice, Barbara, hi. Anata, Kylan from Bogota, or is Kilan, probably Kylan, let me know. Hanukkah Sameach, to whom it may concern. Um, and also Merry Christmas, to whom it may concern as well. We haven't started yet, but I've chosen the one of the best locations to begin with. So Hag Sameach, yes, Hag Hanukkah Sameach. So happy Hanukkah. This is a holiday of lights, and we're gonna see a lot of lights today. I can't really say that like Tel Aviv looks Christmassy because this holiday officially is not celebrated in Israel. Well, of course, there are some religious ceremonies taking place, but that's not the part of, I would say, common culture here. Uh, but because the official religion is Judaism, and also there's a large number of Muslims living in the country. So, but of course, Tel Aviv is such a melting pot, such a diverse, multicultural city that, well, I think anyone from nearly every culture can find a community to themselves to celebrate their holidays with. So, yeah. Thank you so much, dear Anna. You're absolutely adorable. But you didn't. You're actually not telling me which way I should pronounce your name. So I might really keep on making mistakes. Hi, Cindy, dear. Hello, hello. Mary, Judith, Judith. Well, your name is going to be brought up today as well, a little bit. Not you, but your name. I hope you're feeling better, Cindy. Thank you so much for the message. I will reply later when this hustle and bustle is dies down a little bit. Kylan. Okay, Kylan. Good. So I got it right. I got it right. Oh, I'm so happy to see you here. This was really this this has been a last minute tour. I scheduled it like a couple days ago because I had no idea whether I'd be available on Sunday, because normally you know that I'm studying to be a tour guide to Israel, and normally every Sunday we have classes like at school. We have to be there in the evening. So like, but because this is I would say really high season and lots of tourists all over Israel. Well, we kind of rearrange the schedule, and many classes will be rescheduled and done on Zoom. So I have a spare evening, and once I just learned that I have a spare evening, and like, well, there is such a lovely place, a Sarona market, nicely decorated. Again, it's not really like everywhere you go. It's lights and Christmas or like Hanukkah. However, there's a lot more Hanukkahs and Hanukkah menorahs than Christmas trees and whatnot. Obviously, yeah. So how could I not take you here, right? So how can I not show you this place? And I remember that, well, you liked it so much back then in summer, well, September. So of course, that goes without saying. How many people are in your class? From 20 to 30. I'm not exactly sure. I guess about 25 or so. Yeah, there are a couple more ladies from Russia. There's one lady from St. Petersburg who also used to be a tour guide, but like really long ago. She made Aliyah like several years ago, and well, actually, people from all over, from all over really, Europe, States, Canada, South Africa, Latin America, really. I'm enjoying it. Like, I always like to be somewhere, in the international community, because I am a specialist in intercultural communications. I love intercultural communications. I love this interaction. I love all this stuff. So I am really enjoying. Plus, I'm studying what I love the most, right? So I'm starting to be a tour guide. I'm studying history, and not only history, no, geology, geomorphology, chemistry, many other stuff, other stuff. Which I never really needed back then when I was a tour guide to St. Petersburg. But like I'm taken to tours, every Thursday, every Tuesday, and sometimes actually twice a week. We go to study tours. Well, I am enjoying it, but it's a lot of work, and you have to study like roughly 5,000 years of history, and as minimum as like the big parts of religious studies, referring to three religions. There's a boom. This is a lot, really. Hi, Michaela. Guten Abend. Good to see you. Hi, Rini. Rini, thank you for the tipping already. Thank you so much, dear. I haven't seen you for a while, and I was thinking that maybe this could be a little bit more convenient time for you. I normally schedule my tours a little bit later. Well, I really try. And for my Australian audience, on the 22nd, I am heading to Haifa. And in the morning, my time, which is, well, it's going to be evening to most of you, but it's also going to be quite convenient time for Australia. If the weather permits, I'm taking you to the Baha'i Gardens again. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I can't really promise that because in the north it's always rainy. But I'm going to spend the entire day in Haifa. And I think just for Hago, I'll be running at least 4 tours. That's a lot. The Christmas market, the big holiday hall Hag Hagim, like the holiday of holidays when the four, well, actually, three Abrahamic religions are celebrated: Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and like Haifa it is the center of the Baha'i religion. Oh, that's gonna be fabulous. Woohoo! I'm excited. Let me go over the chat. I sometimes get carried away with like answering your questions. Sometimes I just ask, "How are you?" and then I just, go down into all these details. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much. A lot of work, really bit tied up, but all good. 2 2:45 a.m. here. A.m. Oh, that's not a convenient time then. Oh my goodness. No, then forget it. Australia, forget about it. 45 a.m. Why? I mess up again with time zones, really. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hi, Cynthia. Yeah, busy bee. I feel more like a busy bee rather than a busy lady. Far from feeling a lady, really far. Especially when I have to hike in the Negev desert to the Mount Sodom. Oh no, you don't feel a lady then you're in the Negev. You can't sleep. Oh, I'm so sorry, Renee. Well, I hope the tour is going to be just as boring as possible to make you fall asleep. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Well, like if that's what you need, if that's what you're here for, I hope it's gonna be boring enough. What I'm gonna say, right? Hi, Canada. Hi, Gal. Good to see you. Okay, so dear all, thank you so much for joining me at such a short notice. I scheduled this tour like 2 days ago, and I did not expect such a lovely crowd to come, but it's great, of course. So for those who great time here, 10:30 a.m. Donna, where are you from? Wow, 10:30 is good. So you probably had your breakfast, your morning coffee. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you so much. Well, here the local time is quarter to 6 p.m. And today is Sunday, but in fact, it's a business day. It's the regular office day in Israel, which is also good for the tour because normally at a weekend and it's like on Saturday, not too many places are open. Well, Tel Aviv, of course, has large variety, but anyway, Sarona gets really crowded by this time and it's well just not that easy to navigate, to talk, to hear. So today is kind of weekend for you, but the business day here. But it's not just a regular day. 9:45 in Chicago, minus 10 Celsius. Thank you for converting it to me. Thank you so much. Well, the local temperature is. Please don't be mad at me. Don't come after me. It's like 20 degrees Celsius. So I assume it's sort of 70 Fahrenheit or so, but I can just as easily mess up with the temperatures, just like with time zone. So please feel free to to point out my mistake again. 11 a.m., 11:45 a.m. in Halifax. Cool. Okay. Thank you, Judith. Wow. Amazing. Have such an international crowd. Wow. I'm loving it. So for those who don't know me or just forgot me or well my name is Anna and I used to be a tour guide to St. Petersburg, but here I should say no, I'll always be a tour guide to St. Petersburg. Minus 24 in Canada. Oh my goodness, I am very sorry. I'm very sorry. You could forget me. Well, things happen, but thank you so much. This is very kind of you to say that. Okay, you will see everything very soon. It's just a teaser. A teaser. I'm in a little bit of a, I don't know, festive mood, so which is which is great. But I promise it's not just gonna be a sort of a foodie tour or just a walking and chatting tour. No, I got some history for you today, and I got some donuts for you today. So yeah, I die if the temp is 14th. Ah, the middle of winter. Oh, Renee. Well, yeah, not having central heating in Israel is, well, even when it's like minus 16 and outside, you kind of freeze at home. Yeah, so yeah. Hi, Chris. Where is this? Chris now in British Columbia. Wow, amazing. Yeah, it's summer there in Australia. Well, lucky you. Not that I'm complaining either. Okay, so let's get back to the tour. So I'll always be a tour guide to St. Petersburg, Russia. However, because of the war, my family and I, well, we relocated to Israel. We made Aliyah in March this year, and many of you have been with me throughout this transition time, and I'm still in transition. I still can't realize that such a major change in my life has happened and is happening. Thank you so much for all the support. And a few more words before we get down to the occasion, to the topic of the tour. This December, actually, I'm celebrating my second anniversary with Hago, my second Hago anniversary, just like many of the guides on the platform. And I started 2 years ago in St. Petersburg on the Christmas Eve, and now I'm in a completely different country, changing my profession, changing my career. Well, just probably extending my career largely, like largely, but well, it is what it is. And I just wanted to personally invite each and every one of you. I know many of you since day one on the platform. Some of you, like Barbara, I know even before Hago. So you've been a long way with me, and I'm inviting you to a surprise tour in Tel Aviv. I'm taking you to a location I've never taken you before. It's historic, it's beautiful, it's lovely. So the tour is on the 26th of December, And on the 22nd or 23rd, it actually was my first tour, but I had to reschedule it a little bit. So you're all invited. If anybody could share the link here, that would be fantastic. And if you're not following my channel on Heygo, feel free to do that, because there are a huge number of tours scheduled till the end of the year, and few more are going to be added as well. Michelle, you've been here since the beginning. Oh, this is so lovely. I mean, really, thank you so much. So, but I'm in Israel, and every day I learn so many things, and I take in so much that really sometimes it's really hard to process. And I'm so happy that I have you all. That you visit, yeah, you book my virtual tours to Israel. Like, I'm not a licensed guide here yet. I will be, hopefully, in a year and a half. I really hope so. And I could not but take you on this holiday special, because today Hanukkah has begun. So it has just begun in Israel, and well, for the entire Jewish community. So the 8 days of the holiday of lights, they're here. It's so festive, and it's so meaningful to, well, it's so meaningful to every Jew, even if, let's say, you're not a religious person, even if you're atheist, you're still a Jew. So, and it is important, and I see it every day. I meet many people, and I'm taking things in. I'm not a religious person. I'm not even Jewish, but I have a respect, and sometimes it's more even of an awe, towards Judaism, towards just the, devotion and commitment, and how deeply it is in the people, like in the genes. It's not just the way of living. It's just it's just like the way of existence. So this is important, and today I would like to talk about Hanukkah with you. But who am I to actually talk about the deep meaning of Hanukkah? So, I have a very good friend, Chief Rabbi Chabad Ashkelon, Rabbi Lieberman, and I am taking you on the 25th of December. It is going to be the last but one day of Hanukkah this year. You love the tours with him, Jess. So I'm inviting you to meet Rav Lieberman to talk about Hanukkah, about its deep meaning, about its history, about its traditions, and well, all these things. The tour is going to be pre-recorded because Rav Lieberman is really busy. He's a chief rabbi Chabad Ashkelon. Ashkelon is a big city, and there is a huge community, and so there's a lot to do. But it's going to be interesting. Don't worry, it's not going to be boring, and I'll be providing my comments. I'll be there. So, and I will pass on all the kind words and questions to Rav Lieberman after the tour. Thank you so much, Jess, for sharing the link. Thank you so much, everyone. And so, hence, you see the very special menorah here. We will talk about it in a minute. But of course, you couldn't but notice also the Christmas tree. Just like I told you in the beginning, that, well, Christmas is not really widely and wildly celebrated in Israel, because official religion is Judaism, and also there's a huge Muslim population living in the country. Christianity is really in the minority, well, by numbers, but of course, there are many Christians living, and especially in Tel Aviv, because Tel Aviv is a sort of, it's not the official capital of Israel, but it's I would say, the business capital of Israel. And there's a huge community of expats living, also huge number of tourists. And also this is where Christianity was born, the Holy Land. So, well, you cannot go without Christmas. And this year, Hanukkah and Christmas, they actually overlap. So Hanukkah starts on the 18th of December and finishes on the 26th of December. Hanukkah is celebrated not according to European calendar, our calendar. It's celebrated on the 25th of Kislev. Kislev is the month of a Jewish calendar. Jewish calendar is kind of a combination of lunar and solar calendars, sort of. So every year it shifts, it changed a little bit the dates of celebration. So, but this year, like we double the fun, absolutely. Um, okay, well, Karen, you're here. I'm so happy to see you. Okay, it's so great to see like you ladies meet and we have a chit chat. Well, it's so great to see you're having fun as well. Hi, I'm happy to see you, Karen. So not gonna be too much shopping though, don't you worry. However, there's gonna be some eating, some tasting. Yeah, I hope you will enjoy. Okay, so I would like to actually start with the tour and to show you that beauty, behind my back in full splendor. Hold on a second. I need to switch the camera to put on my backpack, and we'll begin. I'll also go over the chat in case I miss some of the questions. So where we are at Sarona market of Tel Aviv, in the very heart of Tel Aviv, actually. Okay, I'll be probably readjusting a little bit. Yeah, okay, like that. Feel free to take the postcards and share them with your friends, especially if you have some Jewish friends, if you have some Christian friends, well, whatever. So this is so significant to see the two religions being celebrated in the same period, and well, this is lovely. I'm loving it. You see here a very special, very very special menorah. It's Hanukkah menorah. So menorah is a lamp, right? It's a chandelier, but it's a very special chandelier. Someone's going to take pictures here. Um, and you see here that it's lit up, but not like completely lit up. Actually, only two lights are on. Well, these are not the actual candles as you see. This is energy saving lamps. I'm not sure if they're kosher, but I really like the technology. So the thing is that, well, Hanukkah is the holiday of lights. I'm not going into too many details today because we have the whole 1 hour tour with Rav Lieberman, who is, well, going into many details and interesting things about Hanukkah. But you'll set up your menorahs this afternoon. Ah, okay. So, but for Hanukkah, menorahs should be lit up at the dark time, already after the sunset, and they should be like on a public display by the windows. Uh, well, so as many people as possible could see it. Why? Well, because this is the holiday of lights. What happened? So, in a nutshell, we have to go like 2,200 years backwards to the times when the Holy Land was under control of the Greeks, Hellenistic culture. And the influence of Greeks was so big that many Jews started to gradually lose their identity, their Jewishness. I'm not sure if there is such a word, but okay, Jewishness. I hope it doesn't sound offensive. Please let me know. Jewish identity. Hi, Dolly. Happy Hanukkah, dear. Chag Sameach. Hanukkah Sameach. Dolly is from Israel, actually. So she helped me a lot on tours because I'm still learning about Judaism, still learning about Israel. So I'm always happy to see you on tour. Your first candle was lit hours ago. Well, Renee. Yeah, okay. I'm not even going to ask. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, sure. Because it's a.m. Because yeah, of course. So it was. It must have been lit some hours ago for sure. Let's go around a little bit. So what happened? And there was a the, the Alexander the Great, when he invaded uh, Israel, when he invaded the kingdom of Judah. Okay, let's put it this way. He actually was quite kind, and he never really asked Jews to, forget about their religion, about their traditions. Actually, not. And the Jews were quite, thankful to him, and they would even name their children Alexander after him. So that's why Alexander is considered also partly a Jewish name. But the other emperor, further on, Antiochus the Fourth, let me show you his amazing portrait. Well, of course, I'm joking. Well, this guy would touch on the screws and would claim that all the traditions, like Jewish traditions and attributes, and also Shabbat, as a kosher food, they were considered a crime. So anyone following the traditions, keeping Shabbat, would be punished, well, like severely, like would be killed. You know, and of course, many Jews would actually submit. They had long been on their way to, well, like Hellenization. However, some did not like it, and there was one guy, Judah the Maccabees. Okay, well, he was the son of his brave father, and he, together with his brothers and some other Jews, was, well, had the guts to say no to that. He said, "No, we are not going to eat pigs and sacrifice pigs for you Greeks." And this is when the revolt against the Greeks started. And well, the Greeks were defeated, and well, it's needless to say that the temple in Jerusalem was, well, let's say, desecrated. And when they came to the temple, finally, the Jews, after having defeat, after their victory over Antiochus the Fourth, well, they saw that the temple, it was like partly looted, and they wanted to light up a menorah, but they couldn't find the oil. Actually, they found one jar, but there was oil. It was supposed to be very special oil, and the jar was supposed to be sealed. But there was oil just enough for one night, and that was a miracle. That's the oil was enough for 7 more days. So altogether, there were 8 days of miracle, and this is why Hanukkah is celebrated for 8 days. And the Hanukkah menorah has 8 lamps and one over here. You see, let me show you. So 4 lamps on one side, or candles, right? Better say candles, but here there's actually lamps, and also this guy here. I keep forgetting the name, but it's kind of the servant. So, but this is the servant. This is the candle with which you would be lighting your other candles. Yeah, shamash. Yes, shamash. Thank you so much, shamash. I'm still learning Hebrew, so I sometimes forget words. They just, slip my mind. So this is in a nutshell, the story of Hanukkah. It's not like we're going to. Well, it's not like it's the day, the week off for all the institutions. They're going to be school holidays. That's true. So the school holidays for kids starting from the day after tomorrow. So tomorrow my kid still goes to school, and for one week, it's just people are going to be, well, mingling at home, celebrating and eating a lot. Of course, reading special prayers, special chapters, and eating, and also eating. And what are they going to eat? Well, many things. But since I'm at the market, well, this is the best way and place to show you what they're going to eat. And I will go just by order of appearance. And I remember, so this is the second time we are visiting Sarona market in the heart of Tel Aviv, in the heart of international, in the heart of a melting pot of the Middle East. By the way, I think I'm gonna need a selfie with the menorah, with the Hanukkah menorah, Hanukkah, and the Christmas tree. Hey, oh my goodness, I've grown such big cheeks. That's all because of the yeah, well, okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, but I want to show you a very special place. I wasn't able to take it to this place last time because it was closed, but now it's open, and it's one of my favorite places. And it's also thanks to this place that I've grown some cheeks and grown my hips a little bit. I'm so good. It's so good that you can't really see that. Dolly, you were just thinking about. So okay, let me go over the chat a little bit. So more than explanation is that you change your phone and the battery lasts for 8 days. A miracle. Very good, Badoli. Thank you so much. This is really, really good. Yeah, Hanukkah means dedication, and thus named because celebrates the uh, rededication of the temple. Yes, yes, it's true. I did not mention that. Thank you so much. So I want to take you to the kingdom of Halva. So as I told you, just like I told you, this is one of the favorite places at Sarona. Well, I really need smell-o-vision. I wonder why Hango has not haven't implemented that yet. I really don't know because well the smells here, well, I'm swooning, really. Of course, halva, as one of the major treats all year round, is going to be on the table. That's for sure. I know if, well, I say, if you ask me, I would have bought all the halvas that contain pistachio. I'm a, I'm a pistachio maniac. Well, since my since my aliyah, we talk about latkes, we talk about sufganiyot, don't worry. But again, just like I told you, by order of appearance, we're going to see also something that I haven't been able to show you before. And I believe there's some really significant foods. So halva is well, what else can you say? It's sweet, it really melts in your mouth, and then the number of tastes, number of nuts, and all its combinations. Oh my goodness, I'm already drooling, but I'm not going to taste any of it because I'm kind of preparing myself for the major treat of Hanukkah, which is a donut. But we will get to that. One more reason why I brought some chicks. So, ladies, please beware, and everybody beware. So, when you're in Israel, you just cannot not grow some, gain some couple kilos, which is probably kind of a souvenir from Israel. Condiments such as tahini. Okay, so the tahina, which is a condiment made of ground hulled sesame seeds. It's rich and it's gorgeous, and they make it here, not the oven, but from the press, and then you can just burn and you would add it like a sauce to well any kind of dish, well meat without meat. Oh my goodness, and well, so this is it would be spinning, and this is how your tahini is going to be cooked. And it is delicious. Yes, it is absolutely delicious. And oh, well, of course, sesame seeds are used in the halva. Oh my goodness. Okay, and there are different kinds of tahini. So have a look. Different kinds of it. So I felt so sorry. This place was closed last time, but well, it's open now. So there's a miftah. So if you buy 3 bottles, it's just 95 shekels for you, which is great. Absolutely. So, okay, 3.5 shekels equals to $1. And have a look at the number of tahini. So different flavors. So tahini is going to be there like every day, every time at the table. So this is the well food number one, and it's also in a way a superfood. I guess maybe it's just only me who thinks so. I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay. So this would be it, and have a look. They have some treats here, so I'm definitely going to try it. Okay, I'm going to try it, not too much. Hmm, it's crunchy. Hmm. Oh, hi. Hello. Yes, that's the best. The best halva. The best halva.
Thank you.
What's in it?
This is chocolate and lemon and pecan.
Lemon and pecan. Yes. So there's something crunchy. This pecan.
Yes.
Really good. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you. Yay! This is delicious. Oh my goodness. Okay, so and now we are off to talk more about Hanukkah and to talk more about some food that we see here and just enjoy the decorations. And Kathy just joined someone who has been with you as long as I can. Kathy, you're here. Kathy, wow. I'm so sorry. I was so much into halva and also, struggling with too much drooling over it. I didn't see you join. Well, sawdust or sand. Well, I see. Yeah, of course. Well, tahini is I would say, a very special product, and well, of course, it doesn't mean that everybody has to like it, but it's such a huge part of local cuisine. Hi, Kathy. Well, thank you so much for joining. Okay, some more stuff we need to see here. So one of the signature places of Sarona Market, the desserts. Of course, there's going to be a lot of sweets eaten. Yay! A lot of sweets. And since this is the holiday, since Hanukkah is the holiday, of lights, and also the lights that happen thanks to the oil that was enough for 8 days. Shemen is the word oil in Hebrew. Well, it's kind of this gives you an excuse to eat a lot of really really rich and fatty food with a lot of oil. And of course, the product number one would be donuts, sufganiyot. They're deep fried, and you can eat as much as you want. The statistic has it that throughout Hanukkah, about 30 million donuts are consumed in Israel. And it's fine that I'm talking about Hanukkah and showing your Christmas tree, right? Absolutely fine. Because, well, this is the melting pot of the Middle East. We're in Tel Aviv, and we are also in the home of the three uh, monotheistic religions, Abrahamic religions. So I really believe it's totally fine to talk about all these things. After 2 days of frying food, all you want is salad. Well, Dolly, I totally understand. This is true, but well, some more sweets over here. But this is not the traditional donuts. But these are just the donuts. It's very very hard to pass by. And well, it's look at that. Look at that. All these cookies that are warmed up for you and they melt in your mouth. And one cookie could probably, you know, serve you a breakfast or like a really, really good meal because you will be full after just one cookie. But not for long, really, because you would want another one. Trust me. So probably just better pass by this cookie and never, never look back. Just never look back. Oh, okay. So we move on to the center of the market, and well, I know it's the football time, it's the World Cup time, and over there you'll see the screens and people watching the game. I have no idea who's playing. Really, I'm not following this craze, but it's going to be a quite a challenge to pass through these chairs. And I have no idea what this hand is doing here, but well, this is just a part of the decoration. I actually like it. It looks quite nice. Can you guess? I don't know really. No idea. I guess it should be Argentina, and I don't know. I don't know really. I can't see the other team. I'm not sure. So if you can just Yeah, I know it's a World Cup, but I have no idea who's playing, really. Okay, I'm gonna switch the camera here because I want you to see the installation. One, two, three. No, it's not a dreidel. It's not a dreidel. We talk about dreidels on the 25th with Rob Lieberman, and I'm gonna show you my dreidels as well. So, but this is a just like I told you, as much light as possible, as many lights as possible, and why not adding some Christmas tree decorations? Why not, right? Okay, let's try to pass by these people watching the game. Oh wow! I've never really followed football. Never. Probably I should. Oh, sorry. Well, they're having their fun. Okay, let's go have some our fun. Why not? So, speaking of donuts, well, donuts, as I told you, this is a staple on the on Hanukkah table, and you can indulge yourself in eating as many donuts as you want. Of course, Dolly is quite right. After 2 days of eating donuts, and only donuts, and nothing but the donuts, yeah, you kind of start feeling really, really weird. But well, like it's your own problem, you know. It's you and the donuts, and then the redemption and the regrets afterwards. So these would be traditional donuts filled with the berry jam. Just like I told you, about 30 million donuts consumed in those days of Hanukkah. So why donuts? Why such a fatty food? Why such a heavy food? And why eating so much? Well, so again, it goes deep into the concept and kind of the identity and also understanding like of what is beautiful, because the Greeks, they focused on their external beauty, the physique, right? So they were all walking with their six packs and well, just nice bodies. They worked out and well, yeah, you know this, right? Oh no, I see a donut with probably a fistuk there, but I'm not sure. But oh wow. So which one should I take? Okay, which one should I take? Let's vote. So strawberry one, or with zucariot, like small sprinkles, or okay, what? Okay, maybe I don't know. Actually, like this one or that one. So what are you voting for? And as you vote, I carry on with my story. So, and the Jews, in order to, well, sort of like in a way of rebellion, right, and the disagreement with that, because the Greeks, they concentrated on the external beauty, but the Jews, they always uh, gave much more focus and importance to the internal beauty. So that's why, in order not to look like Hellenes, they would indulge themselves in these kind of treats. Well, some fatty food. Okay, so which should I take? You'll go nuts anyway. Actually, I like it. So literally and metaphorically, I'll definitely go nuts. Okay, so it looks like a custard filling. Yes, it looks like custard filling. I think that's what I'm gonna get. סליחה, אני רוצה חשבון? אפשר סופגניה? כן, כן, אני מחכה, אין בעיה. So, okay, yeah, I think I'll go with the custard. Yeah, anyway, I'm not sure if it's nuts, but it's custard and I like custard. And then, so to be honest, I'm not a big fan of these donuts. I mean, they look gorgeous, but there is not, well, like it's so much dough and not always never enough filling. I sometimes just eat out the middle part of it and then the rest uh, well, I give to the birds, and then the people in the cafes, they hate me because the birds are attracted. Like, what can I do? But with these kind of things, it gets a little bit more tricky because, well, there's a risk of eating the whole, you know. Let's see. Oh no, oh no, oh no, no. Okay, so you see it's green. So I'm always looking for the green now because if there is fish soup, it's just doomed to be tasty. Or this. I'll have a look. With the white dome. Okay, with the white dome. Maybe we'll see. Okay, let me see. I love custard, chocolate. I'm having people for dinner on the 8th day. Oh, with some donuts with bowls of filling, and everyone can. Oh, yes. Oh, this is very clever. So you can just take a syringe and fill it in the way you want, with what you want. This is a very good idea. Very good idea. And then there is a risk of eating more than one. So, but this is really, really cool. I like it. So it's your tailor-made sufganiyot. So in Hebrew, the donuts are sufganiyot. More sufganiyot here, of course. Of course. Well, yeah. I'm expecting some postcards, and we can inject alcohol into the donuts. Oh, really? Wow, what a nice idea. Okay, sounds fun indeed. Absolutely. So yes, donuts are deep fried. Donuts are sweet, and then again, also the sugar powder on it. And well, it's basically it's like actually a fantasy. There is no like rules what kind of donuts you should eat. There are no rules to that. But there are some other rules. Well, like it's not exactly a rule, but you know that the Jews, well, observant Jews, they keep kosher. And normally on Hanukkah, a lot of dairy products are consumed. כן, שלום, אפשר סופגניות עם תות? כן, כן. אחד, אחד, רק אחד. כמה זה עולה? כמה זה עולה? זה עולה 18. 18. Okay, סופגניות to go. אבל היא חוזרת ואני הולך. So the 18 shekels. כי בעיקרון אני כבר, מאז שרותם ונועם דייקו את זה שהם חלות בקורונה, אני רוצה לתת שדיברתי איתה. תודה רבה. תודה. Okay, so to be honest, I didn't really vote. I didn't really count the votes because I knew from the beginning which of the donuts I'm going to have. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry, and I will get to the point why dairy products are consumed. We're going to get there, but of course, I'm already drooling, and it's very hard to talk when you have a donut looking at you and kind of begging you to eat it, right? So do you understand the occupational hazard here for me, right? Do you understand that? Like it's done all for you, so it's all for you, right? It's all because of you. Okay, so let's see. My Sufganiyot. So this is the plural. Okay. See, the football fans, they're all cheering me to go ahead and buy it. It's custard. How even more delicious it could have been if they added some pesto in it. Okay. Mm. Mm. This is so delicious. Oh my goodness. Just a couple more bites and I'm done. Okay? Just one more bite. No. Mm, mm. Oh, what a delight. Indeed. Indeed. And I promised my son to bring him some donuts today. Okay. Mm, mm. And rich filling. Quite a lot of custard. Like it's all full of custard. Oh my goodness. Mm. Rishi is good. Thank you so much for asking. He had a trip to the orange farm today, and he made he squeezed his own orange juice. Mm. It will be a challenge not to taste them, because I need to do some quality testing, right? You're right. So I'm eating just the custard, and this is it, and I'm done. And then we get down to the serious talk about why dairy products are consumed in Hanukkah. So I'm kind of doing the good thing. I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone. I ate a donut, and it's custard cream. So I'm a good girl, and I'm gonna be punished for it. Okay. Always feel so bad when I have to throw away some food. Well, otherwise I'm gonna need to throw away my jeans and buy the new ones. That's a lot more expensive, so I don't want to do that. Okay, so and it's the hamapit. Oh, sorry. I need a napkin. סליחה, אני יכולה לקחת את המפית. כן, תודה. טעים מאוד, תודה רבה. Okay, well, you've been just great, dears. All of you, you've done a great job. Thank you so much for being here for me. And you too, some other day, I'll definitely come and just have my fun. And probably you too. Who knows? See, thank you so much for the tipping. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Your Ivrit is fantastic now. My niece is watching with me, translating what you're saying. Wow. Well, my Hebrew is not really fantastic, by no means, but well, I'm picking up, I'm picking up. But well, I understand a lot more than I can say. Um, Sometimes it's really not enough. I had to switch to English, to Russian, and more sweets, of course. More sweets. Why? Why on earth more treats? And this is also going to be there on the table, like all year round. Well, before Shabbat, here in Sarona market, it closes earlier on Friday, like around 4. And you should see the lines of people waiting, just here waiting to buy their these sweets, these treats like knafe. You remember knafe, right? This is with a sweet cheese, the pastry with the sweet cheese. It should be eaten hot, should be consumed hot. Also different kinds of baklava, the honey cakes. Oh my god, this is deep fried, so kind of also you kind of do it exactly the way it should be done with a lot of oil in it. And yeah, so speaking of the dairy products, so as we walk and just enjoy some more decorations and some lights and just taking in the vibe, I'll carry on with the story. So why dairy products? This is kind of a little bit sort of a side story, B-sides. It's not included in the Bible, in the Tanakh, but this is from the book of Judith. So you might remember Judith that look this way. It's going to be a bit of a spoiler, but Anyway, I'm sharing just 3 images of beautiful Judiths, and I know we have at least one Judith today on tour. So, hello, Judith. Well, I actually admire the story of Judith and the world and Jews, and not only Jews, just the European culture and the European art also admires the story of Judith. So the story has it. It's a little bit different time. It's not the times of Greeks. It happened a little bit earlier. So somewhat around the 6th century before Common Era. It's about the wars with Assyrians. Well, also some dark times for Jews. Not like it was for the first time, for the last time. So it's kind of they used to it by that time, and so the Assyrians are invading, and the Jews, they are surrounded, so they are besieged, and there are before about 30 days, they tried to survive without water, without any provision, and so they say, so we give in, and then okay, so let's wait just another 5 more days. The Lord will save us, will give us a sign. But the beautiful lady Judith and her maid, they decided not to wait any longer, and they just pluck up their courage and go to the camp of Assyrians. And she said, like, actually, I don't like my tribe anyway. I don't like the Jews. They're not exactly like the Jews that were before. So go ahead and just let's set them up. This is how Judith manages to get into the camp of Oliphern. So the head of the Assyrians. Okay, it's gonna get really, 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 really loud. Let me pass by over here. Okay. Thank you so much, Molly. Thank you so much, everyone, for the tipping. This is very kind of you. Okay, I'm getting back to the story of Judith. So she ends up, well, after spending like 4 days with the Syrians, she's finally with Oliver, and she knows that he's attracted to her and he will probably want to seduce her. So she puts on her best dress, glam up, and she just gives him a lot of alcohol and a lot of dairy products at the feast, and this is how he gets totally drunk, and he just really dropped dead on his bed. This is where she just goes ahead and cuts his head off. She escapes from there, comes to her city saying all of it is done now, there's nothing to be scared of. His army freaks out, and they're easily defeated by the Jews. So there are a lot of inconsistency is all the sugar in me talking. A lot of inconsistency there. So maybe that's why it's not really included in the Bible, the story. But anyway, it's the story that also shows the strength and the will and the dedication of the Jews to fight for their own identity, for their independence. More football here, of course. Of course, I'm gonna be passing by. I don't wanna be the wet blanket here. Okay. So speaking of food, right? We're still here talking about food. So let's just go ahead and see what kind of food there is while I carry on with the topic. And these two stories, even though they're not directly related to one another, but the topic is the same, right? The topic is the same. So hence dairy products. Well, I can totally picture this beautiful cheesecake. I guess it is a cheesecake on my table, and I can totally easily picture myself eating, like munching a piece after a piece, and then topping it up with a donut, and then having to buy new jeans. So I better go away. I better run away from here. Well, it's a nice market, yeah, Judith. So today I'm not focusing like on local beer because last time we tasted some local beer. I'm not doing this today, right? I'm just focusing mostly on the signature foods and just uh, some places without football and football fans as well. And of course, you see it's the macaroni with pesto. I'm hopeless. I'm done. Absolutely. So it is a lively place indeed. I really, really like this Sarona market. This is also the kind of the place, well, on Shabbat, it should be closed, right? So, but it's open on Saturday, which means that you will hardly ever, probably never see Orthodox Jews here. Of course, there is some kosher food, but if the place works on Shabbat, it's not kosher enough. So it will. So this place is definitely not on the list, of well, religious observant Jews. But to me, well, like if I want to hang out on Saturday and I'm in Tel Aviv, I would always drop by. Not too many places are open even in Tel Aviv. Many, but not too many. But Sarona is always the place where I want to be. And well, I'm so happy there is such a place. And it also reminds me of some markets back at home in St. Petersburg. And like so now that I say back at home, it's kind of I'm not even sure what is my home. But I'm terribly, terribly homesick, and I'm so homesick that I've just decided to share with you the replays of my Christmas and New Year specials as of last year in St. Petersburg. We did a great number of tours back then, and I know that some of you did not actually see it. So the best option for me is to share it with a sponsorship program, because this is where I share the replays of most of my one-off tours. And I hardly ever repeat tours. I sometimes do this, but they are never really the same anyway. So they're still different. And it's already there. So the tours are already there. They are all uploaded. I shed some tears while uploading them and watching them. And also the two episodes on Grigori Rasputin, where I overran terribly, like 30 minutes overrun for two tours. I mean, it's horrible, I know, but it's also there. I know that some of you would text me, hey, that actually looks like a good postcard. Yay! I'm loving it. Oh, such a cool thing. Beautiful, beautiful. I so really, really badly need snow. So many would just text me saying, if I'm going to run Rasputin tour again, I'm not going to do that. But it's there, ready. The replay is ready, waiting for you. If you don't know how to do this, how to watch it, just let me know and I will help. Forget Netflix. You can binge on. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Home is where you sleep. I have moved so many times and I have learned to get to the old places. Wow, to let go of the old places, but not the friends. Karen, you're very right. This is very clever. This is very sane, and this is very right. Um, but I miss the Neva River. I miss the snow. I miss the cold. I know I'm saying this only because I'm now wearing my jeans and my foot socks, and well, you see, this is how I walk, and I only put on the light jacket on me. Yeah, I'm only saying this because I'm in like 20 degrees Celsius above zero. I understand that as well, but well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so let's get outside and walk a little bit while we still have time. I will get very, very cold. You will wear your beanies. Yes, indeed. I actually have one of the beanies that Renee has done for me, has knitted for me. I have it here with me in Israel. Okay, more football, of course. Okay, well, I'm boring. I don't like football. Well, yes, this is the Tel Aviv. This is the area. This is the Sarona. Indeed. Okay, so Sarona is located, for those who did not see my tours in Sarona village. So this is the historic area. This is the area which is also, I believe, related uh, to the topic, because it's not only Hanukkah but also Christmas vibes, right? We're talking about, well, we mostly talked about food, but anyway, so this is one of the ways to just celebrate, to eat, to munch a lot. And this is the area where huge, well, big, okay, being modest here, a big Christian community from Germany came in the second half of the 19th century, and they settled up their German village here. And well, they were Christians, but they were Christians, and their idea was of coming to the Holy Land to prepare the Holy Land, to develop it, to help it grow financially, economically, well, just to make it better for Jesus to come back sooner, you know? And the area is really, really nice. It's, well, it's quiet, even when there are, I don't know, gazillion of kids on Shabbat playing at the playground. And, well, there are shops here, of course. Well, it's kind of a touristy area with a lot of tourists, like every day, and tourism is kind of recuperating quite well, actually, even though I'm not in the industry yet. But well, I see this, and well, I have some friends that just update me about how the industry is feeling at the moment. And well, this is the area where I visit when I have time, when I have a chance to, well, leave Ashkelon, and I'm here in Tel Aviv. I come here when I feel homesick, which is most of the time. But and also this is where I come for ice cream. Anita, again, this is not a promo. This is not advertisement. I wish I was paid for it, but no. Okay, probably another goal was scored. Oh yeah, that's definitely another goal. This is the, well, the IDF tower. This is there is a military base, the army base from across the street, and this is well, this is one of the, well, the watch out, so one of the towers of the Israeli IDF, Israeli Defense Forces. So you see a lot of cranes, because this is still a developing area, and well, real estate in Israel is a big deal, especially in Tel Aviv, especially in the downtown. So if there is a spare square meter, centimeter, meter of the land, is going to be developed. Something is going to be built there, and this is going to be a very expensive real estate. Well, and look at the lights, how it looks really festive. And even if there is no snow, I guess for those searching for the Christmas spirit, Christmas vibes, I guess you just really, really need to try hard. And you can always buy some tinsel, artificial Christmas tree. You can buy even your small natural, like, pine tree in a pot. Of course, don't go into the forest and chop down a tree. It's illegal, so don't do that. Not in Israel. Not in Israel. Never do it, regardless of where you are, of course. But definitely not in here. And I will try. There are many. Well, there are many performances and shows and Christmas markets. So I guess if you really, really try hard, especially if you have someone to try hard for, like I want my son to kind of enjoy the Christmas and the New Year. So I'm taking him on a Christmas performance in Russian language, of course. And there is such a huge Russian-speaking community, especially since the war started. So there's a lot going on. And I'm taking you to two markets closer to the end of December. They're going to be pre-recorded, so see them more of a vlogs with my live commentary rather than live stream tours, because they're held in the mornings and the first half of the day. And most of you, I'm sorry, Australia, would be kind of sleeping or busy. So I've decided to just pre-record them. That's the way it's going to be done. Tel Aviv is one of the most expensive cities in the world. Yes, Rini. However, it's already not the most expensive. It's like third most expensive, I think. The new rating has been published, which actually I haven't felt any kind of drop of prices. I haven't felt anything. So things are only getting more and more expensive, not only in Tel Aviv, but like all over Israel. So this is horrible, but this is the sad truth. And one of the things you don't talk about, would you not prefer to live in Tel Aviv? Well, I cannot afford, Dolly. I cannot afford living in Tel Aviv. Um, I cannot afford it. It's crazy expensive, you know. But I don't think that it's the best place like for kids, to grow, unless it's a really really good and safe neighborhood. I mean, here of course it's safe and fun, but way too expensive and way too noisy and too many cars, traffic jams. Like, well, of course, if somebody had offered me for free an apartment here, I would have grabbed it and say thanks, bye. But actually, I think Ashkelon as a starting point has been a good choice. Uh, it's only one thing maybe that the people living in Gaza are not that happy with this, but what can I do, right? Anyway, so let me go over the chat now. Um, I know I'm overrunning, so it's time to put a lid on it. But before I wrap it up, of course, I would like to answer the questions if I missed any of them. So let me go over the chat. Yes, things are getting more expensive all over the world. Yes, and I'm well aware of one of the reasons for it. This is true. I'm kind of sorry. Um, it's yes, Ingrid, it's absolutely safe walking here at night, and it's not actually night. It's I guess it's around 7 p.m. now. Judith's name depends on which country you're from. Of course, of course. In English, it's Judith, Judith. There are different. Well, yeah, of course, there are different names. Well, the variations depending on the language. It's true, of course. But most of the audience here would know it as Judith or Judith. Messy plane. Oh my goodness. How could I not know? Oh, that's so short-sighted of me. Okay, you don't understand football, Joy. Well, it's good to know I'm not alone. And to all the football fans, I'm very sorry for being so shallow. Oh, yeah. Okay, so seems like I've answered all the questions. Inflation due to COVID that has affected everyone. COVID as well, obviously COVID, and well, the COVID aftermath, and well, just COVID coming back again and again is one reason. The other reason is the war. So I'm sorry for it. Yes. So the world's never going to be the same, and well, one more reason why I really still don't have the holiday vibes. Maybe I will. I will try very, very hard because I will be creating the holiday vibes for my son. Is the war in Ukraine, because I cannot imagine what people are going through. And I'm so thankful to every one of you for your support with the tour to help Olga while she was in Ukraine. So thank you so much for all that. And thank you so much for joining me today to celebrate a little bit in my own very humble way the holiday of light. I guess it's one of my favorite Jewish holidays. Says who? Uh, I know. Who wants to talk about Hanukkah? So we have Rob Lieberman on the 25th of December, who's going to answer all the questions and just provide the extensive, very, very elaborate talk about Hanukkah, the reasons, the history and traditions, and the ways to light up the menorah, the Hanukkah menorah, and many other things. Yeah, and there's going to be dreidel there as well. Of course, the dreidel, savivon. Dreidel is the word in Yiddish. Savivon is in Hebrew. So this very special thing. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for seeing me tonight. Thank you so much for the tipping. Thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you so much for helping me choose the best donut ever. Yeah, and I'll be happy to see you on many other tours. Tomorrow we are lighting up the Christmas tree in Jaffa, Tel Aviv, some really 20 minutes away from here. So I hope that it happens on time because in Israel you really never know. And I also hope that I'll be able to take you everywhere I planned for in Haifa because I'm going there for the entire day on the 22nd. Baha'i Gardens, the Ottoman Haifa, with story about well when the British came and how the mandate worked and what was going on there. We haven't been there. Then I'm taking you to the Christmas market in Haifa, and then I'm taking you to German colony where the holiday of holidays is celebrated, which means that we are going to see both a Christmas tree, a Hanukkah menorah, and the crescent, the Muslim crescent, all together, nicely illuminated. And then we're going to see the Baha'i Gardens. Wow, there's a lot going to happen on the 22nd. And there are going to be many, many more tours. And some of them I actually haven't even scheduled yet. And one more thing, as my New Year present, I'll be scheduling very soon tours of the Hermitage Museum because I have a friend who made a film for us, and there'll gonna be several tours about the Hermitage. So finally, I can take you there. I would have been able to do it uh, there uh, in St. Petersburg. Nobody would have allowed me to do that, no matter how much I tried, how many times I begged them. So, but now nothing can stop me. Thank you so much, Miriam. And please don't forget about the 26th when I'm celebrating my second anniversary with Hago. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. This has been fun. This has been delicious. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for following my channel. Thank you for following me on my Instagram. I'm Anna Full Stop, your guide. And I'll be happy to see you on my other tours. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you. See you tomorrow and the day after tomorrow because we're also going to the Christmas market in Tel Aviv. And well, actually, you're going to see me nearly every day till the end of the year. Yeah. Okay. This will be it. Bye bye, dears. Thank you so much. Thank you. The flea market, Christmas flea market. Yes, exactly. I think it should be on the 21st. Yeah, it should be on the 21st. Okay. See you around. See you tomorrow. Bye bye, dears. This would be a lovely final postcard. Bye bye, dears. Happy Hanukkah to whom it may concern, and Merry Christmas. Bye bye. Oh, thank you, Lorna. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dolly. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Cindy. Sending lots of hugs to all of you. Bye bye.